creators. And if you're not, you can fill in that blank, okay? But listen, let's try to get some debates going on here. There are 545 people here. We've got Johnny co-hosting with me today. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Somebody just got invited. Let's see what happens with that. But come on in. We've got other backgrounds we can run as well. But come on in, folks. Oh, who is this?
No.
Summer Lovin', kissing my ass. How's it going, Summer Lovin' girl? Summer Lovin' happened so fast? Wella, huh? Tell me more. Like, does he have a car? Hello?
Oh, I know that song. Certified Freak. 7 days a
that's
week.
A different one.
What? Oh.
Please get out of the box if you are not debating. I get hardly any debaters as it is, and crowding the request box makes it difficult. There we go. Well, we did talk about the news earlier.
Hey, what about Charlie's doing?
What Charlie's doing? Kirk?
Oh, sorry. I was talking to... Well, no, we know where he is. He's probably looking up at us right now. No, I was talking to...
Oh.
Sorry, I mean to unmute.
Oh, you're good. No, I wonder what Charlie's doing right now, too. And, I can only give credence to the fact that MLK has a perfect vantage spot on watching him get pricked by the... I won't finish that. But, who's this? Damn it. People keep joining and then leaving. It's true. He hasn't said anything racist this year. It's interesting, isn't it? Should we continue as a hack? You guys are cool. Well, thank you. Listen. It's. I don't know. He's sitting down having an interview with Hitler, probably. But would anyone like to hop on in and join and debate, perhaps? Yes, maybe. Yes.
I'm telling you, I can do it.
No, the accent is so bad. It's obvious.
I can fix it. I can change.
Maybe.
Okay, let me try. Okay, you kick it off.
All right, hello. Welcome to the stream here. I'm Jayden, and today's background in honor of MLK Jr. Day. These two could not be more dissimilar. What are your thoughts?
La 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 la. There we go.
They never sing. And when they do, it's that butt fucking ugly Charlie Kirk song.
Hi there, it's me, Kalenius, here to talk about why I love Trump.
Kalenius?
Kalenius,
okay. Well, this isn't specific about wanting to just prop up Donald Trump's policies. It's more so a distinction between the policies that MLK espoused and died on versus that of Donald Trump. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yeah, who that?
We're talking about Donald Trump's policies.
Oh, I love
for America.
Machine Gun Kelly has some of the greatest songs of this generation.
So it very clearly shows Martin Luther King Jr. We're not talking about Machine Gun Kelly, but listen, it'd be wonderful. Send Rich Poor over here for the love of God. I would take that at this point.
Oh my gosh, Rich Poor is some next level stuff.
He's annoying. Christy Ann, please don't be a supporter. Shit. Fine. Hello? You debating? Okay. Hey, Hector's here. Good to see you, Hector. Johnny, since I've got you here, I'm trying to get more charity streams off the ground. I had a big fucking struggle doing the one that I did for Eli, and wanted to know if you would be available just to pop in or whatever. 2 Wednesdays from now, last Wednesday of the month, we're going to do.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I love charity streams.
Oh, good. Yes.
Those are so much fun.
They are fun. I did my very first one, very last minute for our friend Eli. Adam is a moderator for many lives, Parker's lives, Dean's lives. I spoke to him the other day. He's got leukemia and is dealing with thousands of dollars worth of medical bills and debt. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping, I can't make any promises, but hoping we can at best alleviate that for him. So if you're down, we'll have Gummy Joe and Cletus and all the other country bumpkin characters we do. And yeah.
No, absolutely. You let me know when, and I will be there.
Yeah, last Wednesday of the month is what I'm looking at. All right, I think we got some people here. Let's try this. Hello, are you an actual MAGA Trump supporter? Please, for the love of God, I'm not trying to waste any time today.
Yeah, I support Trump.
All right, Jayden, I'm going to dip now, okay?
No!
What? You have a Trumper now?
Johnny dips every time I come in the room. It's all good.
Wait, I'm sorry, do I know
each other?
No.
I was going to say, I didn't think I knew him. All right, but Jay, I got to...
You got to go?
Yeah, I'm going to run.
If you have to, all right.
Bye.
No problem. All right, take care. You messaged me a donation. I'll check it in just a second here, Calypso. Are you an actual Donald Trump? Oh, he left too. Well, I don't see anything, Calypso. I'm sorry. Venmo Cash App in the bio if you're trying to send me something. Otherwise, it doesn't really go anywhere else. Here we are.
Hello.
Hi.
So,
what's up?
This is a question.
Go ahead.
Just a question.
Sure thing.
So, what do you think of the situation in Minnesota?
I couldn't hear the first part of that. What?
Sorry, it's my accent. What do you think of the situation in Minnesota?
The protest? Is that what we're referring to?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's abhorrent. I think this level of immunity being given to federal officers can only further enable constitutional rights violations. And we're seeing that every day, specifically in Minneapolis, specifically in Minnesota right now. Twin Cities, St. Paul are seeing raids targeting not just migrants, but U.S. citizens in cases of which should very clearly be given a full level of investigation towards, should be given lawsuits as a result of the violations people are having to endure. An elderly man was brought out into the cold in his underwear and then taken back home because they had the address of a migrant that lived there years ago. So very clearly something is going grossly wrong, and this administration is giving them a full and complete pass in this regard.
So are you, would you say you're a Democrat then? I take it. You're a Democrat.
I'd say so, yep.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Is that Scottish?
Yeah, I'm from Scotland, yes.
Already?
I'm from Scotland. So
no problem.
Do you think ICE, now because I looked at this Rennie Good thing, right? And mind, I'm over the other side of the pond and I watch this every day. I watch it every single day. When I watched that Rennie Good thing, I thought, that's hell. That's bad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, like ICE, and in my head I thought ICE could have just took her registration plate. She wasn't got to leave the country. She wasn't got to, you know, like they could have easily, that's what they would have done here, took her registration plate later on in date, go to her house, blah, blah. But see, when you look at it, fraud is fraud. Now, I didn't understand if this was over here, right? I'm not saying everyone would be protesting on the fact that you've got people that are taken for your system that you work for. Children, the American children, they're stating that basically we've got daycares for.
I'm sorry, are we talking about the Renee Good situation or the Somalian alleged fraud case?
This is where it came from. Because think about the protests wouldn't have came. No, well, the protest wouldn't have come from. The protest wouldn't have came from, what's his name, Nick Shirley?
Shirley, yeah.
Yeah, Nick Shirley. So then you've got all the Minnesotans that are sticking up for Somalians that basically frauded the American taxpayer.
No, there's been no sufficient evidence or case that would indicate that there's been a sufficient level of fraud at the hands of Somalian business people.
So can I ask a question? This is just a question. This is just a debate. So, I mean, I'm over the other side of the pond. If that comes out and it is fraud, then what?
Let it come out. Let this investigation take place. But I'd say doing this and targeting these people unlawfully is only further impeding any legitimate investigation efforts that could have taken place. I mean, you're going to be scaring off or rapidly deporting people that could have witness statements, that could have committed some kind of a crime. Why not set them before court? Why not let them present the evidence? These are people who are here lawfully, by the way. They're not without documentation. They're not undocumented. But
I understand that. I do get.
Okay.
I do get like the way ICE is going in and just taking Tom, Dick, and Harry, right? But also, you have to look on the other hand. If you've got nothing to hide, why would you not give up your passport and say, "Look, this is who I am"?
what are you talking about?
So I'm talking about legal immigrants.
Who's giving up their? I don't know what you mean by that.
So what I'm saying is, ICE has gone in asking for people for their passport, basically to say, "Are you a legal immigrant?" But grabbing people. Clearly, these people,
Actually, they're not asking for your paperwork. In fact, in instances in which people had them readily available and could have presented them, ICE did not give them the opportunity to do so and apprehended them or arrested them regardless.
well, I would say that's arguable.
It's not arguable. It's happened multiple times now, especially in Minneapolis.
So if this fraud comes out, just say it comes out and it's true.
The
Then
fraud
what?
wouldn't be tied to the ICE raids because these are legal migrants. These are people who are here legally and have the authority to run whatever business they like so long as they have a permit.
But taxpayers' money though.
What
It's
are you
been frauded. It's no. So what I'm
okay,
saying is,
describe the fraud. Can you describe what the fraud was?
where's £9 billion? Where's £9 billion gone? You look at Nick Shirley's. You look at his
What?
YouTube or TikTok. Nick Shirley's TikTok.
I've watched the video and I've watched his subsequent interviews. He is not competent or prepared to have conducted any kind of investigation like that.
Why?
Because for one, he didn't even check the operating hours. He, in terms of the healthcare facility, he went to the primary offices, not knowing that it was a home healthcare facility and that they don't oversee actual healthcare practices. They handle billing and the business side of it. Communications. You couldn't go into an office space and ask them to treat your leg injury or something when this is a place that primarily deals with the payment part of it, deals with the planning, deals with the center of command. Also, as it relates to the daycare, he did not check, per his own admittance, whether or not he was entering during times of operation.
Which times
So
of operation?
you're gonna
was
go in
between
there-
6 and 6.
I'm sorry?
The operation of working hours basically was 6 a.m. till 6 p.m.
Those weren't the hours. That's not what I've seen, but
That's what I
he,
seen.
per his own admission, did not go during operational hours. But again,
just say-
they were in-home daycare practices as well. So him going there and demanding to see children is a little absurd. In my
It's
opinion.
weird. It's weird, but also though you have to give credit where credit's due. Though
I don't need to
looking
give
at it
him
for the
credit.
taxpayer. But someone's looking at it for the taxpayer.
Those buildings are still operational. They're still running. They're still taking in clients. They're still doing their business. I don't see what the fraud is.
So
No, this isn't my word. I think 4 or 5 independent investigators reviewed these facilities and found that they were operating up to code and per their usual operational standards. Nothing at all has been different.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know about that because
It was
obviously
like 4 or 5, maybe 6 independent child care investigations were conducted during
there was
this.
actually 9.
Or not even more.
There was 9, and only 1 answered. And now, when you look at the
9.
videos, now. There was
What
no
videos?
children, and this was actually documented. There was no children in the daycare centres. Now that they've been caught, there's children
So
in these day centres.
you can't just enter them. There were children previously on the rolls there, documented. This isn't some made up thing that all of a sudden occurred after that investigation. They'd been there.
So wait there. So they wouldn't allow Nick Shirley into that building. Am I correct?
I couldn't hear the last part of that. What?
Sorry. They wouldn't let Nick Shirley into that building. Am I correct? With a camera. Which
So
I
he
totally
did
agree
go
because I work
in.
in
He
school.
did enter the building. They wouldn't let him into the offices or any other private spaces because he doesn't have the authority to.
Yes, that's correct. But what I'm saying though is in these daycares, right, if you look at it, now just look, right? In these daycares, they didn't let him into the daycare to see if there was children.
Because he's a stranger.
Yes, now, but so's CNN News. So's Fox News.
Did they shove a camera in the children's faces?
Yes, they did. Yes. And
They
when
did?
they went in there.
Wait a second. So the news came and proved that they were working.
Basically, the news after all of that happened.
See how this is a
went in.
contradiction, though? But this is a bit of a contradiction. You can't claim fraud if the news verified that they were operating up to code.
What I'm saying, though, is after all of this came out, the news went in. And all of a sudden, there was children
Right.
after it was all
Did
fraud.
any one of these people, did Nick Shirley at any point verify whether or not the parents and the children on those systems, on the roll calls, had been administered prior to that investigation?
No.
So no, okay, then you can't make that wild sweeping assertion that somehow they were new.
But it's no assertion, though, because
It is an assertion because you can't prove that they were enrolled after that. That's why it's an assertion. It's a baseless claim. Okay, what evidence do you have?
So if you go on and have a look and just type it in, Minnesota daycare, for instance, you will see even people from culture, colour, all different. Look, they're actually saying, look at them lining the children up now. Look at them. They're lining
What's
the
your
children.
point? That's not evidence. That's not documented.
My whole point is...
Let me just ask you, stop. I want you to repeat what I asked you to find.
Yes, please.
No, I'm asking you to repeat what I'm asking you to do.
So tell me what you want me to do, and I'll try my best.
I need evidence, documentation that the parents and children enrolled under this daycare system occurred after Nick Shirley's investigation, as you've asserted. You made the claim. I don't need to look shit up.
But that's what I'm saying. If you don't believe my word, then you're not going to believe any
I'm not
word.
making a claim. You are. I don't need to
But it's
do
not a
jack
claim,
shit
it's fact.
until you
It's a
can't
fact.
prove it's fact because you don't have documentation. I can say that the fucking moon is made out of pepper jack. That doesn't make it fact just because I say it is.
But it's fact. So
No, it's
the only
not.
thing is,
What proof would corroborate that fact? What proof would corroborate? Listen, hey, what proof would corroborate that fact?
Video.
Video proof is not documentation of that. Would not prove that people enrolled after or before that investigation.
But it did.
Also, videos can be doctored, as were Nick Shirley's videos, like appearing after operational hours, to present a misleading narrative. Video evidence is not in and of itself evidence.
But this was CNN News.
That's not admissible.
There's no every Democrat go with CNN News.
But you're saying that CNN was able to film children, supposedly per their parents' consent, and that they showed that they were operating up to code.
This is what I'm saying, yes. Or I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't just come on here and say to you,
then
why would
you
I
would
make up
need
some
evidence.
bullshit?
Do you know what I'm asking you for? You would need evidence.
Yes, I get you.
To support that those people were not enrolled in that system prior to that investigation.
Yes, and I'm telling you, obviously you're just not going to take my word for it. You don't know me from Adam.
I can't take your word for it. You haven't
and
given me
I don't expect
anything.
you to.
Okay, then why should I believe you over what's very clearly not a case of fraud?
When I see in your comments, it's like your politics.
Get off the comments, man. I'm talking to you. I don't give a shit about what people are saying.
This is what I'm saying, though. This is what I'm saying, though. People are like, what have you got to do with our politics? I totally get that. But I tell you what I do have to do with is hard-earned people's tax gone down the Swanee to different countries, which is wrong. Come on,
It's not a different country.
Somalia.
These are
they were sending them to
it's not going to the people of Somalia. It's going to Somalian immigrants working lawfully with permits in America. It is so fucking wild. Hey, shut up. Do you think when you go to a Chinese takeout restaurant, that money's going to China?
Wait there. 2 seconds.
They're private enterprises.
Did you know? But they were sending the money back to terrorists in Somalia.
What evidence would support that?
Oh my God, guys! Guys, you live in America.
What evidence would support that? That's been presented. Give me that answer, please.
But you live in America, bro.
I didn't. What fucking difference does it make where I live? I'm asking you what evidence. Hey! What evidence would support that they were shipping money, wiring money off to terrorist networks overseas?
Do you watch your news?
Can you answer that fucking question, please?
Do you watch your news?
I don't watch news. I don't watch any TV,
that's
really.
How you're not getting, that's why you're not getting information.
I read first-hand reports, including
you're sitting. That's what I'm saying. You're sitting.
I'm reading the 6 independent auditors that conducted their reviews of these facilities and found that they were operating up to code. I don't need some Fox News asshat to tell me that these people are doing something wrong without documentation. You do, apparently.
No, absolutely
Christ.
no. This is no. What I'm trying to say.
Okay,
is
so
my
you don't
main
have
thing here
anything. You don't have anything is my point.
No, guess what it is? It's because sometimes the truth, it hurts when it comes out.
You have not substantiated that truth.
You'll
I'm getting
see.
a headache.
You'll remember this day, and you'll be like, ah, fucking hell, that guy from Scotland, he was absolutely
You
correct.
have given me an assertion and a void of evidence.
I'm no mega, guys, just so
It's
you
an
know. I'm no mega.
implication.
I'm nothing like that.
You have
The
given me
only
a
thing-
baseless implication and have presumed it to be fact despite nothing to support your claims, despite the horribly unprofessional nature of Shirley's investigation. And I should just take your word for it as a non-U.S. citizen living in Scotland, right?
Yeah, Scotland, yes, Edinburgh.
In the Scottish Isles. So you know
Edinburgh.
more than me, apparently, based on nothing you've read.
No, it's what I see every day.
You don't see shit. What are you looking at? You can't see that. Hey, you cannot see that these people are conducting an illegal wire transfer to terrorist networks. If you can see that shit, I want whatever fucking drip you're putting in your eyes so I can see it too. But you can't make these assertions void of documentation, void of witness statements, void of evidence.
You're absolutely correct.
I know. Thank you. You may go now.
Thank
Ugh. Fucking shit. I'm not going to make fun of his voice, as many in the comments may have. But, hey, it is worth it for taking a shit that delightful. It'd be awful. I would make it stink. I gotta use the bathroom. I'm sorry. I didn't have time to read the sign. My back would be up against the thing. Be drooling. They deserve it. They deserve the foulest, most stinkiest of shits. Courtesy of me. Sorry. I would have gotten to the blacks only bathroom down the street. If not for this whole segregation thing, am I right? I'm sorry. Oh, that would have been fun. I'm sorry, mister, but my ass is currently in the seat that you're asking me to get up from. If you wanted to get this seat, you should have gotten on the bus faster. Should have sat down 2 fucking blocks ago. Sorry. Ooh, a meatball sub does sound nice. Jessica, thank you for the $10 for the meatball sub. For those of you who don't know, meatball subs are a very special commodity that we enjoy in these streams here. I haven't ordered one in some time now, and I really should. Really should order one sometime soon. Yeah. White's only pool, all I see is a big urinal right here. I'm just doing what every other person does, okay? Oh, it's a good thing I wore my Band-Aid on this hot day where I just have to take a dip in the pool. I'm sure you guys don't mind, right? My Band-Aid? It covers up my infection. It'll probably stay on in the water, right? Oh, sure is hot. Honestly, nobody should have been drinking out of those water fountains back then. Those shits look nasty. But, yeah, the restaurant. I don't know. How would I handle that situation? I'd have to think about that one, but that'd be fun. Just to fuck with them. Sure am fucking hungry. Let me just park my ass over here. Hi, howdy, neighbor. You want some of this? Tasty. Ugh. Anybody want to come on in here? Just actively pissing. I'm saying, oh, everybody else was doing it. All the white kids were doing it. What's the big deal? I figured the chlorine would take care of the smell and taste and scent. Oh, and this really is a Monday. Best voice ever? I thank you. I appreciate that. I just wish I could use my voice in an effective manner that combats the misinformation that this app has to offer. But at this point, it's getting to the point where I'm pretty fucking hungry. Probably because Parker's live. Yeah, people would rather watch non-black creators today. And if that's the case, then oh well, I can't argue with capitalism. Did Hector go live today? Probably. At some point early, I believe he did, yeah. He and Erica did. Alright, well, there's officially no support tonight. At least not enough to get some more debates. Last guy really fucked me over with the slurs. So we're going to have to call it for now. We're going to have to call it. I'm going to order that meatball suberini. I love you too. I love you all. But if there's no support, I can't keep doing this. I can't just sit around and expect it to get better. I tried a new background tonight to some success early on, but I don't know. If I'm being shadow banned right now, it's really not worth sitting around and hoping that it changes. So, anyways, who's live right now? Can we check that? Can we see who's live, who we can raid, who's black? Any black creators on right now? Anyone, mayhaps? Damn, did everybody go to bed early? Zay. X-A-Y. X-A-Y. Zay is his name. We're gonna raid Zay. His username? House of Zay. That's House of X-A-Y. House of Zay. House of Zay. Everybody go and raid House of Zay. Head on over there. All right? Tell them I sent them. Everybody take care. Head on over to Zay. Good night and happy MLK Junior Day. MLK Junior Day.
Janitors.
Once more. If I want good sources on Ukrainian news, United 24 and the Kyiv Independent, yes, I have read the Kyiv Independent as well. Let's see what else we got here. Do I want to be a woman? No, but if I was, I would commit. All right? I would be the hottest woman. My hair is already long. If I started HRT, my hair would be down to my tits. Okay? I get the BBL. I do the voice thing. I get the lash extensions, a new nose, whatever the fuck it takes. I'm going to commit to that shit. I don't want to do that. I'm a guy. I'm perfectly content with the sex and gender I was assigned at birth. But if I was, I would be so fucking hot just for the sake of giving you the most confused, twisted boner you have ever had. All right? I go dress shopping. I do my nails. I get my lips, whatever the fuck they do. I don't know. But no, I'm committing to it. But I don't have gender dysphoria. If some miraculous transformation or something happened, some freak accident, or I don't know, if I got switched in a different body or my brain was in somebody else's body or something, whatever the case may be, okay? If I had no choice and I was just suddenly a woman, I'm fucking committing, okay? I want to make sure that you have awful dreams about me. They already do, but for extra measure, that's what I'm doing. If I was a woman. Now, for those of you just joining this stream, you may think that that was wildly out of context, and it was, but I was responding to somebody's comment there. You see that? All right, background change. I think most men would slay as a woman for a day because they wouldn't suppress their creativity. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, damn, my head is covering up the most important thing. Let's move the camera over a little bit. Maybe that'll do. There we go. Whatever happened to Ty? I don't know. Is that Trump's ideal woman? Yes, because she doesn't have a mouth to speak back. Let's see here. Or arms to push him off. It's true. It's true. Am I wrong? I don't think so. I have a really hard time processing that this man, you just joined, I'm sorry, but I have a hard time processing that this man ever lovingly brought life into this world. Okay. Listen, when I, even just the slightest thought of it, I think that it was violent and awful and smelly and disgusting. I can't imagine him having like a sensitive side and emotional attachment to the women that he's impregnated. I just think of it as being fucking rough and violent and awful. And then he goes to bed. They're probably like a one pump chump or some shit. Here you go, it's gonna be the biggest, and I'm done. Fabulous. Steak, maybe? Steak for dinner? And, yeah, I don't know. It's just certain people you can just tell were conceived either by accident, out of love, or out of hate. I'm the first category. I was a happy little accident. But Trump and his children and the relationship he has with his kids doesn't seem like he planned for them, so to speak. Oh. You're a very visual person, and that wasn't nice. I'm sorry. I have an active imagination. That's just who I am. And sometimes I think it's important that these details get told. You know? Overactive, perhaps. Yes, funny as hell. Thank you. But yeah, so I think it is worth talking about why this administration has made a complete about face on the Epstein files and the release of that. Donald Trump just summer of last year said that Republicans that talk about this, he wants nothing to do with, as indicative of the fact that he had a pretty vocal condemnation of Marjorie Taylor Greene. You guys remember that? A falling out. She resigned from Congress over the threats that she received. And it certainly doesn't bode well for the Party of Transparency to argue that this is in line with openness, that this is in line with lawful order when you sideline the deadline for another, 20-something, 30 days at this point? Heavily redacted? Refuse to release the extra millions of pages that are outstanding? It's confusing, isn't it? Well. What's MTG doing now? You know, that is a good question. Sorry I'm boring you guys. Let's see. I'm responding to idiots on Twitter. Which, by the way, if you guys want to look at some of the things I'm responding to in real time, my Twitter is Jayden LeBron. It's just my name. You can even copy my Twitter account and just remove the Mister. I had quite a field day when Zoran Mamdani won his election in November. People like Caitlin Bennett were were talking about how this was going to be another 9/11, and I said something along the lines of, "Don't shit yourself over the news." Funny, considering she violently shat herself at a college party. But I think we better change it once more. Yesterday was MLK Day, and part of me just felt a little slighted, a little disappointed at the lack of support for Black creators, specifically on that day, because the civil rights movement was an initiative towards bringing all walks of people into the fold of equity, of recognition, of honors and substance. And it's kind of undercut by the fact that, we have these daily discussions and there's a profound lack of outreach and support, certainly donations for people of marginalized backgrounds. And I would think, it would behoove someone to want to learn more about the stressors and difficulties that these marginalized communities face, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Like, I love to have a debate on medical racism, how pulse oximeters don't pick up on more melanated skin, how black people are more likely to be denied anesthetics by their doctor, even with insurance. There was another thing I read about recently, how AI in cars was designed using white people's faces and not Asian people's faces, so that automatic braking systems were activated when they perceived that Asian people weren't awake. That's structural racism. That's medical racism. Those are forms of racism that exist today that don't get talked about. But, yeah. Oh. The IQ test has been making its rounds lately. The notion that there's a genetic predisposition to higher or lower IQs. People have also regurgitated, I can't remember the name of the theory, but it suggests that people from colder climates are smarter and more industrial and ingenuitive than people of hotter climates, suggesting that they're lazier and oafish. That too is not true, but on the IQ point, there has not been a longitudinal study with a diverse population in a controlled environment that would indicate that black people are genetically predisposed to having lower intellect, excuse me. And until you were to put together something like that, I think it's laughable to suggest that a black child growing up in Queens, New York's school system would somehow be automatically less intelligent than a white kid in bumfuck Nowheresville, Mississippi. What these things fail to take into account are socioeconomic conditions which contribute to education or lack thereof. Poorer parts of this country tend to have lower IQs than wealthier parts. Who tends to fall within the poverty line or is overrepresented in more impoverished areas? Black people. How are schools funded? Through property taxes. Who set this? At least two people in Dean's stream recently talked about this. It was either a week ago or the week before that. But it was interesting because, like, those are the only two times I got brought up was to talk about that. And it felt like a deja vu moment that I'm having the same conversation again on IQ. But these assertions fail to take into account socioeconomic status, access to nutrition, lead exposure, and other conditions that may improve and or warp one's general intelligence. Is it called cold? No, it has a different name. I can't remember. Racist talking birds are so stupid it would be funny if they didn't suck so bad. Yeah, it would. And god damn, it's only 6:14. I feel like I've been on here for hours. There's just just nothing. I think you are super intelligent but indoctrinated and you have no vision. If I have no vision, why do my eyes work? But you can come on in here. I know we've talked before, but I would love to invite you again. The Truth. He probably won't join. But let's have a discussion. You will be my first debate of the night. I've been live for an hour and 11 minutes. You're suspended? What did you say? What got you suspended, Mr. Truth? You were only speaking the truth, right? Oh, well. Good God. It feels so much later than it is, but time moves slow when there's no debates. Suspended for speaking facts! No, be specific. What was the exact debate that you were in the moment you were suspended? I want to know. I want to know. Can you tell me? I hate Phil Collins. But tell me. Trump wants to make the Confederacy great again. It's true. He renamed several military bases after Confederate leaders. Excuse me. And that's another topic I want to talk about. Why don't these people, conservatives, have a credible argument against the Confederacy? They like to pin that on Democrats, that Democrats, you know, the history of the Democratic Party, man, and never seem to recognize that it is the Republicans in America, conservatives in America, that are resigned to the idea that we need to preserve Confederate culture. Ooh, Biden auto pin. That sounds like a fun account. They can join. Literally anyone can and should join this stream, okay? Because I'm tired right now and I'm also feeling a little depressed. So that's a good enough combination for you to excel in a debate against me. Make me look like a total ass fart. Sound good? Read! Read what? Anyway, sorry. I'm responding to ass fucks on Twitter. Oh. This is a crazy ass fucking lady. This is weird. What is up with fucking gangly, uncoordinated, fucking pasty ass white women on Twitter thinking they can score one against me? I'm so goddamn tired of these nutcracker looking people thinking that they've got a point. This lady has responded to me multiple fucking times in the past few minutes, and I can't even keep up with the last piece of fucking gobbledygook that she said a few minutes ago. I'm talking about the Virginia bill on mandatory sentencing, and she's in my response right now saying, I guess you're okay with a guy who killed people from DUIs? And I'm like, no, that wouldn't classify as a minor offense because that was violent. It wouldn't be eligible for an end to mandatory minimums. And now she's talking about child rape and says, oh, I would add that possession of child CP isn't a violent offense, but their mandatory sentencing should be reduced. Why? The bill doesn't call for that, you fucking knucklehead. Let me respond to this. Sorry, folks. Why are people so goddamn stupid? You're not MAGA, but you can play one if you want? Oh, dear. That can go one of many ways. Should we try that? We have not had a single debate in the past hour. Who else is live right now? Someone's got to be live. Someone absolutely has to be live. Send them over here. Send people over here. Tell them that I'm here. I'm alone. I'm exhausted and not feeling up to it, but I have to commit my hours today. Hector's on. Oh, does he have debates? Let's take a little look. TikTok. Hector, let's see here. Hector. Live, let's see here. There's Hector Talks. Okay, he's got 120, so it's not much better over there. I don't see anybody in the queue there. I don't see anybody debating him. Johnny, 402. Does he have debates? Who is this ass clown? Who is this? No, they left. They just left as I got here. Okay. Amanda, 555. That looks pretty crowded. I don't know. I don't like going to streams that have fucking 800 people debating one person. That's not very fun at all. I was hoping we'd have more people tonight. If we ever were to get over 200 or more, then we would watch a very interesting special that I grew up with on Martin Luther King, and I'll do my commentary. Hector's got somebody in there? Well, what the fuck? I'm just gonna start hate watching people's streams and. Hector's got somebody in there? What? Oh wow, that's Inception. Let me close my live out. That's some solid mic quality, though. I'll give it that.
And I want to see it. Pull that thing out. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting time to tune into that. I guess he has people calling in. He doesn't have. All right. Is Mermaid on? Mermaid? No. Well, okay. They cannot do voices, is true. Meg is scared of me? Probably. I think MOD might be scared of me because I know who she is. Mother of Dragons? Korra? Won't say her last name, but I have her information. I've joined panels where she was on, and she is just mute. And then the moment I leave, it's, see, I don't talk to him because that's the kind of, and all that shit. She's MAGA? Yeah, she's Blaga. All the black maggots on this fucking app are such an embarrassment, are such walking contradictions. Let's see here. This lady says, sets the precedent. You guys are like Alice in Wonderland, falling the hole to madness. That's awful grammar, by the way. You're like Chicken Little, constantly asserting that the sky is falling with the passage of each new piece of democratic legislation. I should be a writer. We're almost at 100K. That's not terrible, but the views dropped down to 131. Do I like Good Trouble? Oh, yeah, he's pretty cool. I saw he booked a flight to Minneapolis, so that's pretty solid. He's using his platform to boost the situation there, so that's always good. We just help you come up with comebacks for Twitter dots. I'm pretty solid as it is. You can't shake me. Oh, Hector's got people now? Oh, okay. It's not even 7 o'clock. What the fuck is going on here? Is Doug live? Doug is live. Must be West Coast? Sure am. West Coast, best coast. It's true. We're the best. And think about it, okay? It's so much nicer. It's warm. We have the beaches. We have mountains. Really, you can get every slice of America in California. The deserts, the country, farms, and the rodeos and hoedowns, that's here. The snowy mountains, the Alps, the beaches, Little China, Little Korea, even Little Denmark. If you go to Solvang, San Francisco's practically New York. There's so much shit happening here in California. And it sucks that people are so quick to write us off, so quick to talk about how horrible and unlivable and crime-ridden and corrupt and illegal immigrants and all this shit. Fuck off. Try visiting here for once. It is beautiful. Thank you for the 100K likes. It's beautiful. Let's see if we can hit the Gummy Joe gift goal for the day at least. But it is so nice here in this state. And everyone seems to have a god-fucking unknown problem with that. California and your shit all over the place. I've never so much as stepped in human feces, I have you know. And the homeless problem is only indicative of how fucking successful we are. Ever notice why you don't see or hear about the homeless problem in bumfucks Nowheresville, Arkansas, or Mississippi? It's because the fucking people there can't afford shit. They're poor. They can't afford to help people. We can. And often do. We have the funding as provided by the wealthy people that live in this state to provide services for the poor and impoverished here in California. But you're never going to see a story of a bus full of homeless people being trafficked over to bumfucks Nowheresville, Arkansas. No, because they have nothing. There's nothing fucking there. And another thing, talking about California and the way the Republicans do, as if the fucking problem isn't coming from inside, is so bizarre to me. No one wants to go to these fucking ugly-ass, dry-ass, poor-ass states known as the red states. And when they do, where do they go? Blue cities. Blue districts. They go to Houston. They go to Dallas. They go to Atlanta. They go to Nashville. The blue areas where there's some social progression, where the wealth is being generated, where there's a greater tolerance for outsiders, outside beliefs. That's where they go. They don't go to fucking bumfucks Nowheresville, Arkansas. Who the fuck is the mayor of Little Rock? Little Rock Republican or Democrat? Republican. Republican big wins in 2022. Yep. Let's take a look at Little Rock, Arkansas. Just to make this example. It looks boring. Nice on a postcard, but if I were to live there, I'd be bored. Same with literally all of Wyoming. Wyoming is the one state I hope I never visit. Even the fucking first picture you look up when you search Wyoming is a fucking wood farm out nowhere. Where's the civilization? How do people live here? Some people may go all their lives without ever leaving the state of Wyoming. I don't understand that. What's Nebraska look like? I assume corn. Yep, cornfields and stagecoaches and rocks. How about Utah? Actually, no. North Dakota. Nothing. What the fuck am I looking at? Grass and buffalo and dust. I'm probably offending many people here, but in my defense, I am sleep deprived. We don't have any debates. There's no discussion to be had. And I'm filling the time here by shitting on red states. Shitting on red states, okay? I mean, can you blame me? What's worst about the worst thing about all of these things is it has to be the people, almost certainly. These people that perpetually vote Republican and get nothing out of it. Some of these places look like they've gone untouched since the 1930s. North Dakota cities. And they're rough out there. Iowa. Oh, Iowa. They really blue-balled us ahead of the election. We were thinking, there was a poll, I can't remember the name of it. Seltzer? No. What was the name of that poll? Was it Ann Seltzer? It was Ann Seltzer. That showed a swing in favor of the Democrats in Iowa. And I thought, awesome, we've got this vice presidential pick in Tim Walz, who's got that Midwestern vibe to him. He's from farm country. Kamala Harris can usher in the blue policies that resonate with these people. And then they turn back and vote red every goddamn year. I think, frankly, we need to fucking do away with the Iowa caucus being the first thing. And I think the DNC effectively did this, is put South Carolina ahead on the map. But Iowa, nothing good, nothing of social value, of cultural value seems to come out of Iowa. Farmland, maybe. Agriculture, but really California does quite a lot too. Why are we giving fucking farm people the first say in how we nominate our leaders? I'm a little confused by that. Yes, that is a little elitist of me, but country bumpkins shouldn't have a greater say than Californians. Why doesn't the biggest state vote first? Oh well, maybe I'm just bitter. I'm just a bitter old biddy. Because we don't have any debates. Anyway, I'm getting sleepy. Oh, I'm just real. Yep. Okay, well, we got nothing. Did I see Denmark wants to buy California? I don't think they're serious about that. I know that they, in Canada, made a similar remark about taking Minnesota or other blue states, but I don't think there's a serious effort. It'd be interesting if the Kingdom of Denmark ruled California. Our currency would change. Actually, what's the conversion? It's the krone. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. So $1 is worth about 6.37 Danish krones. Damn, how much is $100? $100 would be 642 Danish krones. Well, shit, I'll be even richer. I'll have to run down to Western Union after my lives, but that can be worked out. You can work with that. I'm sorry, folks, but I've been on for an hour and a half now. There's no debates tonight. There are none to be had on my stream. What do we want to do, folks? Are you guys ready to wrap it up? Or should we hang on a little longer? Because I would love to debate literally anything. I have so many backgrounds. I have over 300 backgrounds that I've made up. Many of them are a little dated. We'll try this one for a little bit. Oh. Sorry, this thing is leaning now. In fact, it'd be kind of funny if we turned it all the way up like that and made me into a bat. There we go. How's that for you guys? We're up here now. We're changing things up. Wow. Oh no. Oh, look at me. Oh wow. I don't know what I'm doing with myself. But I've never done this before. I'm upside down now. This is what it looks like up here. Oh. Not bad. All right, back to the norm. Sorry. I have to amuse myself somehow. Let's see. I gotta make a Greenland background. I don't know how I would word it. America doesn't need Greenland? Wait. Oh no, that was Canada. I made a background for Canada. Oh, this is gonna be funny. I'm still doing that Twitter argument with these numbskulls that think that Donald Trump signed an executive order to bring back mental institutions and insane asylums. So let's go ahead and fact check this. Does Executive Order 14321, oh Lord, no, Executive Order 14321 does not bring back mental institutions or insane asylums in the historic sense of large-scale, long-term state-run facilities like those in the mid-20th century. Well, isn't that funny? No federal funding is allocated for building or reopening large asylums. It relies on existing state facilities. Okay, well, let's go ahead and comment that. Whew. Oh, awesome. Thank Christ we have somebody. If this is a friendly, I'm going to be a little pissed. Let's debate. All right, Viral Hub, you've been here before.
Governor Glenn Youngkin. On her first day in office, Spanberger rescinded Glenn Youngkin's
Welcome.
order requiring local
Let
and
me just
state
finish
law
typing something real quick, okay?
to cooperate with ICE agents. She also announced that
Can you please turn off the TV?
joining a regional greenhouse gas initiative.
Hello?
To send utility bills
And stop smacking into the mic.
Virginia Democrats.
Swallow your food first, please.
Electric lawn and landscaping
I said
equipment.
swallow your food first and turn down the TV. It's like you guys want to be kicked.
The State House, Virginia Democrats are pushing
Watching Hannity.
Can you stop?
Policies, including
It's annoying. God. Why even request? Why even come up if you knew that was going to be the fucking
I'm
response?
trying to debate.
Stop. No, you're not. You're trying to annoy me. I get it that you're a rage baiter with a fucking 2-inch micro dick and has nothing else going for them. But take your troubles elsewhere, please.
Who you talking to with that attitude, goofball?
You. Goddamn. Stop fucking chewing and stop watching TV in the background and maybe we can get somewhere. Is that difficult? Listen, you glutton. I'll take whatever the fuck you have to throw at me. Just stop. I've already established those boundaries, and if you keep trying to cross them, actually, no, just fuck off. Okay. Hello.
Fuck you, pussy.
Hello.
Wait, can you give me a
You
second?
need to join? What?
Can you give me a second?
How old are you?
I'm 14.
No, I cannot.
Deal.
Damn, I waited an hour and a half, and I thought we had an actual guest. Did you mean to join? Okay, nope. Approve my promo. Your promo? Did you make one? I can't approve what I haven't seen yet. I should ask for international debaters. They're not very smart. I don't know. It's a bit of a different situation arguing the nation's politics with people who are actively voting for them and supporting them and endorsing candidates that run on those versus complete outsiders who, in many respects, don't understand the full scope of these things, how they're implemented, where the funding comes from, how bills work, how the Supreme Court works, the Electoral College. So, for their sake, I don't typically debate people who don't know much on American politics. But anyway, next Charity Live, Wednesday, the 28th, we're looking at doing a charity for our friend Adam, who has leukemia and has been facing mounting medical debt, medical bills. Oh yeah, Trump took down the MLK bust. Sorry. No debates tonight, folks. All right, well, I've been live for an hour and 42 minutes now. I think we'll go ahead and get the hell out of here. Hector's gaining some traction, so we're going to go ahead and raid Hector Talks. Hector R. Talks. Okay? That's Hector with 2 R's, Talks. Tell him Jayden sent you. We're going to support black creators here. I'll start it off. Jayden Raid. Now you guys go ahead and type that too, so he knows that I'm sending him a raid from me, you see. So I did see Mermaid on a panel, but it's different, raiding other people's lives. But yeah, anyways, y'all go ahead and raid Hector. We're going to move on over there, okay? All right. Good night, folks. I'll try to see you tomorrow. It's my mom's birthday tomorrow, so if you guys would like to support the Mom's Birthday Fund, well, that'd be wonderful. But yeah, it's my mom's birthday tomorrow. Today was Eli's birthday, so that was pretty fun. But we're going to go over and raid Hector's live, so catch you guys later. Hector R. Talks. Quit playing it because there was a level that I couldn't achieve. And then eventually I just gave up. But I had to, there was this one mission, I think in like level 3 or some shit, where you have to collect these monkeys for Professor Frink. I kind of gave up. It was like 40 of them. And you beat it a few times? You fucking lucky bastard. Well, I got it one Christmas like 15 years ago, and I was playing it on my Wii. You remember those? Was it 15 years? That's something like that. And it was stressing me the fuck out. Started stressing me the fuck out. That eventually I just gave up. And the problem was that initially I was playing the game without any kind of memory card in the thing. So every time I wanted to play it, I'd have to start over. Oh shit, my mail just delivered. That's interesting. That's interesting. We've got mail. I didn't even hear anything. What? That's weird. I got the notice. I hope it's not downstairs, because that's really inconvenient. It says it's delivered. It's got to be downstairs. We might just have to do an unboxing live if I run downstairs real quick. What do you guys say? Because I'm in an apartment and I don't like package pirates. Okay, I'll be right back. Shit, where's my keys? All right, we are back. Mail time! Oh. All right. Here we are. Oh boy! Ah, yes. It's a Muppet Treasure Island mug. With Kermit. Oh, I live for the simple things. I didn't know it'd be ceramic. it's about time we've classed up the place. Now, welcome on into the stream. We're going to wait till it gets a little busier in here. Whew. Today's Mama's birthday. So, I've only got a certain amount of time to do this stream. But, yeah. We're going to make the best use of our time here. How am I doing? I'm a little out of breath. Just ran downstairs to the mail. But, pretty satisfied now that I've got it. It's true, he did call Greenland a country. He also called it Iceland and said everybody there is calling him Daddy. That's pretty fucking creepy. But, like I said, we're going to wait till people hop on in here. We're going to wait till things eventually skyrocket. Have I been able to get any other debates this day? No. None at all, but we just started the stream. Love to get into it. We have quite a few news stories today pertaining to Minneapolis and the federal courts and ICE and Trump's speech before Davos. But in the meantime, see if we can get some debates. Doesn't that sound fun? I think I want to change this one. This background, it's too high up. I made two. Still in danger, America no longer cares. Oh, it's a paywall. TikTok Oracle. Let's take a look at the deal. Does it have a timeline? I can't find anything on that today. January. Let's try this. Yeah, I don't see a date on that, but that would be interesting. Aww. It was starting to go up, and then the views just dropped. But is it? That was today. Trump sold it to some Republican stooge. Yeah, it's Oracle. The CEO is Mike Salia and Clay McGorrick. Let's see what we got here. FYP. Yeah, let's go ahead and tap the fuck out of that screen, folks. It's a little difficult to break through with the competition, but with a little hope and probably some edibles, we can really pull through, folks. I think we might just break the fray. Oh, what? You've joined my fan club for 3 months? Oh, that's sweet of you. I need to start finding consistent times. But the problem is it's difficult to do that when everyone's live at the same time. It's hard to carve out a good time for prime viewership, you know. But I'm thinking about starting to make political content. I've been debating politics for like 4 years now. It only seems fit. Seems appropriate. But it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute since you guys have seen my Trump in video form. So, come on in, folks. Come on in. Trump for 25th Amendment. Tap that screen. Share this live. Let's go. Yeah. What's up, Void? My mod's here. That's awesome. Am I staying live for another 2 hours? Yep. Make some video, get people riled up. He got dog walk today? Oh, Trump. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he did. And we're going to talk about that in a moment here. He's already drawing back the tariff plan that was announced today. It ain't looking pretty right now. I think that's a national embarrassment and international embarrassment, causing our allies to retreat in their considerations towards trade deals and other negotiating tactics. And it's a sad state of affairs here. But what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are we live in the greatest country in the world.
I didn't really ask about that. I mean, I'm sure Rocky Road ice cream is delicious too, but we're talking about what happened today.
I thought we were talking about Trump's presidency.
We're talking about his speech and whether or not that should qualify him for the rest of his presidency.
Okay. Should one speech qualify any president for their entire presidency?
Problem is, it's not one speech. It's becoming a very clear pattern of dereliction on his part. This isn't the first time he's made egregious mistakes and national embarrassments before world leaders and dignitaries. And because of that, I'd say we're at a greater risk of isolating our allies away from the U.S. and more towards other leaders like China. We don't want
other
that to happen.
leaders like China.
Yeah, Donald Trump.
So, I mean, there's two directions we can put this. One, we can bring this to China, or we can take this to the allies. Dealer's choice.
Well, that's who we're referring to.
Dealer's choice. Allies or China? Go ahead.
Okay, you understand we just walked away, or at least our allies across Europe just walked away from a major trade negotiation with the EU because of his rhetoric today.
Okay, so we're talking about the allies. Thank you for clarifying your point.
Yes.
So when it comes to the trade negotiations with our European allies, is it not true that there is lenience now on our trade deals because of the discussion of Greenland? Yes or no?
There's lenience? No. I would say this would be the opposite of lenience. This is becoming about face. They haven't expressed an openness towards engaging with the United States as a result of the tactics being held against Greenland.
There is a discussion being held to remove the tariffs on the European Union if the United States is able to acquire Greenland. Have you heard about that, or are you just?
I have heard about that, but we're talking about the trade agreement that was struck down by the EU as a result of that.
As a result of that.
Yes, as a result of the threats of tariffs.
So this is such a non sequitur. So when it comes when it comes to your entire argument, you're saying that, hey, tariffs are bad. I'm just going to put this in the most layman terms I can. Tariffs are bad. Yet when Trump says, hey, if we take Greenland, we'll remove all tariffs, that's also bad?
What? Tariffs are bad as
wrap your small mind around what I just said.
My guy, I could walk circles around you.
I'm walking circles around you. I'm already doing
buddy. You won't let me respond. I've barely gotten a word out. Okay. Two things can exist at the same time. Threats towards our allies and economic instability and distrust are as bad as tariffs.
You didn't respond to what I said.
I did. Tariffs are bad. So is threatening allies and trying to annex Greenland. Those are both bad things.
So is it bad when
it becomes a paradoxical scenario here because of the fact that not only is it just threats of tariffs, but negotiating trade agreements have now severed because of that.
Oh, God. Okay.
Do you even know what I'm referring to?
Yes. And you're just not smart enough to have a conversation. Prove me wrong then.
Listen, smart guy, you could put me in my place right now. If you're going to capitulate and leave, that doesn't show me that you're smarter. It just shows that you're weak in conversation.
No, I think that you've diverted enough. Just let me know your point. I'll prove you wrong. Let me know your point.
Okay, on what point? What point do you want me to prove you wrong on?
Now you're diverting.
Trump's inability. I'm not diverting. I'm trying to answer your question.
Just give me the point.
My prompt is that Donald Trump's ability to negotiate himself and handle himself on the world stage is so befuddled that it has lost his position of readiness and then trust on the international stage.
Okay, so on the international stage, we have pushed many tariffs. We basically bullied many other countries to submit to our own economic sanctions. Yet you're saying that we have no power.
No, we actually pulled out tariffs prior to them.
This is just a conversation of stupidity.
Okay, it's just like we slapped a 150% tariff on China, and we revoked those first before China did.
No, we didn't. We had escalating tariffs. It was first at 25,
right? But
then
we
50,
pulled them
then
out
75.
first. I know, and they
No,
were
we did not.
projected to go up as high as 150%, but we pulled out first.
No, we did not.
And there were threats of more tariffs. Yes, we did. Against Europe, against the United Kingdom, upwards of 25% more.
Okay, now you're removing China into the United Kingdom. We're talking about allies, or we're talking about China?
I'm talking about the fact that we have reversed our tariff plans prior to these other nations doing so.
See, you keep switching. We were originally on our allies.
I wasn't. I gave
now
you,
we're
listen,
switching
China
back
and
to
England
China.
were examples. Okay, those were
So
examples.
not your argument. Can you make an argument?
Yes. Can you follow the argument?
I am following the argument. You keep losing track.
I'm not losing track. Giving you examples is not losing track. What I said
continuously
was that the
making
United
rebuttals
States,
that make no sense.
You aren't. Listen, no, they make perfect sense.
I'm not making any sense. Then make an actual claim. You haven't
stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. I already have. That
make
his
one
inability
claim.
to, what did I say? His inability
make
to conduct
one claim
himself
about our allies or China.
Oh my
not
fucking
Trump.
God! Fuck off! Damn, you're fucking annoying. This guy's back. He's gonna play banjo music or something.
Thanks so much. And coming up, Trump roast Macron.
Hello.
Plus Michelle Obama's warning to women who want to run for president. Raymond Arroyo.
It's always Fox News. I don't understand how conversations are supposed to work. My claim was that his inability to conduct himself on the world stage disqualifies him from being president another 4 years. 3 years. That the 25th Amendment ought to be invoked. Sets forth a dangerous precedent for a loony bin that's willing to destabilize our relationships and our economy at the flip of a switch. He's trying to bully me, yeah. Maybe I need to, dumb down my vocabulary. I don't like doing that. I'm not a big fan of layman's terms. Should have, but it wasn't. Democrat, same as demo. What? Republican, more like re-fucking-diculous. Do you want to hop on in? I need a foil hat. At least maybe then I could understand them better. Who's this? Oh, he didn't join. Safars. Do you want to hop on in, Safars? Safars? Safars. What day is it? Wednesday? If you guys would like to support the stream, it is my mother's birthday today. The Mother's Birthday Fund. And we're going to take her out to dinner tonight. That's what we're going to do. We are taking Mother out for dinner. And it's going to be pretty nice. I got her a 10-in-1 sound system. Oh, it's the Gummy Joe's mom's birthday. I'm so old. I got her a 10-in-1 vinyl record, player that comes with a tape insert and a CD player. Plays live radio, and it's Bluetooth, and it's an amp as well. So, and I forget the other things, but it's a 10-in-1 sound system, and it's pretty solid. You guys may recall that was the gift I was trying to buy and get my siblings to do, because I'm the good son in my family, and nobody seems to be coming out tonight, but I am, and I figured I don't want to take all the credit. If we all just pitch in, I'll put all of our names on it, and I'll buy it and give it to her. But they left me riding dry there. Some of them did, at least. But I got the thing. It's in front of me. It's a big-ass pink box, and I hope she likes it. I hope she does. But Anyway, who would like to come on in here? There's 200 people, and I hope to God it doesn't slip anywhere below that because I need you. I need these numbers. I need to get on the FYP, and the only way we can continue doing that is for you to tap that screen, share that live. Let's get up to 100K by 4:50. That's 7 minutes. We're about halfway there. Let's do it. Let's run those numbers. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap it one more time. Tap to the left. One tap this time. Tap it again. 5 taps this time. 6 tap this time. That's a fucking stupid ass song. But God, it gets me moving. 10 tariffs if you don't tap. Look at that. That got the views up. Awesome. You guys like the cha-cha slide? That's a song white people play at weddings to feel like they're cultured. But listen, where's Void? Where are my mods? Can they block this Trinity loser, please? Let's see what we got. It's true. Void, are you still watching? You can block her now. Go ahead and do the honors. Thanks. Anyway. Oh, sorry. Bath time with the kiddos. That's all right. See, that's why I don't want kids, because, like, I gotta remember to bathe them all the time and, like, brush their teeth and their hair and all that stuff. And, like, that's a lot. Okay? It's a lot. That's a lot of focus for me. That, I don't know. And they get so damn dirty fast. That's the problem. You gotta do it, like, every day. Multiple times. Oh, well. Anyway. Somebody did that for me. Yes. Yeah, same with pets, you know. But, listen. We're looking for debates in this his house. That's what this live is all about. I only have a certain amount of time, and we have to utilize that to our strengths. We're about to get into the news here in just a moment. But, yes. And the thing is, if I had kids, it'd be a greater likelihood of twins because I'm a twin. And that means I carry a dominant gene for twindom. Yeah, Ted Cruz was spotted on a flight leaving amidst a winter storm. He's going to Laguna Beach as Texas freezes over. They're facing an ice storm, and we're about to get into that news too. Let's take a look at that first. A photo posted by Shea Jordan Smith on X was reportedly taken on Tuesday. It appears to show the senator from Texas heading to coastal California, get the fuck out, while the rest of the state prepares for a weekend of possible ice and snow. Spokesperson for Ted Cruz confirmed that he did leave town on Tuesday. Ted Cruz is currently on pre-planned work travel. Bullshit! Wrong! To Laguna Beach? Yes, because I do all my work travel in sunny, tropical areas. He will be back in Texas before the storm is projected to hit. I doubt that. In 2021, Cruz was heavily criticized for vacationing in Cancun, Mexico, while millions of his constituents were suffering with no power, heat, or running water. We do have some more weather to cover here because there is a major storm here. Here we go. Arctic blasts are coming, hitting the upper Midwest and northern plains. Let's take a look at that. A massive winter storm set to wallop a 2,000-mile stretch from the southern plains to the northeast beginning Friday could cause major power outs for millions of Americans and make roads impossible, meteorologists say. First, it will get rigid. An Arctic front is expected to send temperatures plunging below zero in the northern plains on Thursday and into mid-Mississippi Valley, the Ohio Valley, and the Northeast by Sunday. The National Weather Service said the frigid air mass will then interact with the frontal zone of the south to generate a major storm throughout the weekend. Ooh. Around 49 million people are already under winter storm watches from New Mexico to Tennessee, and the watches are expected to expand to Wednesday. It is too early to determine the exact path of the storm, but 8 to 14 inches, nice, of snow, damn it, are predicted in Oklahoma City. 6 to 12 inches, nice, in Little Rock, damn it, Arkansas, and 5 to 10 inches in Armadillo, Texas. Heavy snow is then expected to hit Memphis, Nashville, Roanoke, Richmond, Washington, Baltimore, Philadelphia, and New York City. A prolonged cold spell is likely during and after the snowstorm, meaning that those who lose power might endure several days of below freezing temperatures. In North Carolina, Duke Energy urged customers to cut back on electricity use starting Wednesday morning to prepare for potential impacts from the storm. Wind chills of 40 to 50 below are possible in the upper Midwest and Great Lakes region, whereas in Texas and other Gulf Coast states, temperatures could feel like single digits or 10 below zero. More than 50 record lows are possible from Sunday to Tuesday, with Texas and southern states most at risk of record cold. Cities like Dallas could spend more than 48 hours below freezing temperatures, and cities like Chicago could see the same time frame with temperatures below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Oy. Anyways, that's the weather report for the day. Where are the views? Why do they always drop when I cover pertinent information? We had a very late winter that started literally the day. You need my pay links? It's in my bio. Our winter practically started the day before Christmas, and we actually got rainy and foggy weather